I'm Shakun Tilasantaran in Kuala Lumpur with the top stories on Al Jazeera. New Zealand athletes have delayed their departure for the Commonwealth Games over safety and health concerns in New Delhi. New Zealand is the latest in a growing number of teams who have not travelled to India on the date originally planned. India's Federal Minister of Urban Development says the city is prepared. Our correspondent Prana Suri has more from New Delhi.
As I was driving down today, I could see workers still working on several sites, some near the main stadium where the opening and closing ceremonies is due to take place in just a few days from now. Many were constructing pavements and even planting saplings. I also noticed a lot of bridges which were still not complete. Now, as you know, today is the deadline for which the Athletes' Village, which has been criticized immensely in the last few days, is going to be open. I was there a few days ago, and it seemed that a lot of work needed to be done before it could actually be opened for the athletes and their delegations.
A report by the United Nations has concluded that Israel violated international law during and after its deadly raid on a Gaza-bound aid flotilla. Israel says its soldiers acted in self-defense when they shot dead 9 activists aboard the Mavi Marmara in May and called the report, quote, biased and extremist. 9 Chinese asylum seekers are holding a protest on the rooftop of a Sydney detention centre. The 5 men and 4 women, one of whom is believed to be pregnant, are threatening to jump if they're not given asylum. A similar protest by 11 detainees ended after a 36-hour standoff on Tuesday. On Monday, a Fijian man who was due to be deported committed suicide at the centre. A group of activists has left Hong Kong for a group of islands at the center of a major dispute between China and Japan. The group is trying to assert China's claim to the uninhabited islands called Diaoyu in China and Senkaku in Japan. And North Korea has promoted 3 key diplomats just days ahead of its biggest political meeting in decades. President Kim Jong-il is expected to name his youngest son, Kim Jong-un, as his successor at the conference next Tuesday. But the younger Kim, who's in his 20s, is not expected to take over immediately. All 3 of the newly promoted diplomats have been involved in international negotiations over North Korea's nuclear program. More on our website, aljazeera.net/English.